When WWE 2K22 released, we did a video about the terrible things that you could do as a heel in the My Rise mode. But that was just a taster, as we have another 5 terrible things that we did as a heel in WWE 2K22. Let's get to the first one. So firstly, in the female path of WWE 2K22's My Rise, if you are on the SmackDown brand, then you'll get a storyline with Sonya Deville and Baron Corbin, as they want help with some very heelish work. So you'll meet Sonya in the bar area, where she'll let you know that a female legend is returning for a charity segment on SmackDown, which she wants you to ruin, as she hates this legend.
Hey, I just wanted to say your actions on SmackDown haven't gone unnoticed. By me, at least. You have the kind of ruthless attitude I really enjoy.
I'd say I'd do anything to get ahead, but when you're as talented as I am, getting ahead just comes naturally. It's not my fault other people get stepped on.
Didn't say it was. Anyway, I didn't want to talk to you just to tell you I'm a fan. I have an idea. Something that would help us both. You interested?
I'm always interested in helping myself. Tell me more.
You know, I've had some bad experiences teaming with people in the past, but I have a good feeling about you. So here's the deal. Adam Pearce is bringing back a WWE legend for some stupid reason, charity or whatever. I actually have an issue with her and would like to send her a message. But unfortunately, I'm busy. But if you show her a warm welcome, you'll really look dominant and more people will notice. I get what I want and you get ahead. Win-win.
Oh, I didn't get to where I am now by sitting back and just waiting for matches or attention.
Exactly. And by the way, I've been talking to Baron Corbin too. He's been looking to gain some momentum for himself. So he agreed to take care of Adam Pearce while you handle the female legend. That work?
As being the heel that we are, we decide to go ahead with this plan because, well, is there anything more heelish than destroying a charity event? So that female legend will be announced on the SmackDown show and it ends up being Trish Stratus. But the return doesn't last too long as your character will attack her whilst Baron Corbin takes out GM Adam Pearce, completely ruining the event.
She's the winner of the first ever WWE Women's Championship, a 7-time title holder. Someone who made an undeniable mark on everyone she encountered during her time at WWE, myself certainly included. She's always treated me with nothing but kindness and respect. Anyway, that's enough for me. Please welcome WWE legend and Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus is an icon in WWE.
Trish is truly a trailblazer. So many of today's female superstars credit Trish for inspiring them to compete in WWE.
Now she's inspiring everyone to give back through her charitable cause, which I'm sure we'll learn more about in just a few moments. What the hell?
You've got to be kidding me.
Trish Stratus was just blindsided.
Do something, Adam. Come on.
Leave her alone. That's it. Leave her alone.
King Corbin takes out Adam Pearce.
What is happening?
End of days on our GM. Was this some kind of coordinated effort between these two? That appears to be the case.
This has to go down as one of the most sickening acts I've ever seen in WWE. These two should be absolutely ashamed of themselves.
I couldn't agree more, Byron. Pathetic.
I just hope that Adam Pearce and Trish Stratus are okay.
The next terrible thing you did as a heel will happen if you are the SmackDown Women's Champion. You'll be invited by Alexa Bliss to her talk show, A Moment of Bliss, which you accept. It'll turn into a back and forth of insults almost instantly until you attack Alexa, bad enough to cause her to be injured.
Welcome back to SmackDown as our women's champion sits down for what should be a very interesting A Moment of Bliss.
Once again, I'd really like to thank you for coming out here tonight.
It's my pleasure. Actually, it's your pleasure. But I'm willing to sit here for a few minutes and boost your ratings. You're welcome.
Thanks. Anyway, I'm glad you're here because it gives us a chance to bury the hatchet, move forward, and for me to tell you exactly what I think of you. You are nothing but a two-faced, deceitful brat. From day one, you've come in here into my house and acted like you own the place. Like you're entitled to some special treatment, but you're not. And if anyone is, I am. Because I put my body on the line countless times and earned anything that comes my way. In fact, I've been here long before you strolled in, and I'll be here long after you crawl your way out.
And there's the ambush I was waiting for.
No ambush, just telling the truth.
Then let me hit you with some truth. Your claim to fame is you've been here a while, which I guess sort of makes you an antique. Sounds about right, considering you're so fragile. And by the way, I'm the only reason anyone's watching this. So, I think your few minutes are up.
That's fine. People don't want to see you. Not on TV, not backstage, not in the ring, and certainly not holding that title. But you won't be holding it for long. Because the real reason I asked you on my show is to say this. I demand, for the sake of the entire WWE universe, a shot at your SmackDown Women's Championship, so I can take it from you and return it to someone who's not an embarrassment to this sport.
This interview is over.
Well, that went about as well as expected. Wade from behind.
The SmackDown Women's Champion just took down Alexa Bliss. And it's not over.
Into the moment of Bliss set.
You were right about one thing. That was a moment of bliss.
Whether the SmackDown Women's Champion likes it or not, it looks like she's on a collision course with Alexa Bliss. I think they already collided and Alexa lost.
We'll have to see, but it certainly doesn't look good for Alexa.
After this, you'll have a match with Alexa's friend, Nikki Cross, and will attack her after the match as well.
Being backed up or talked yet again here tonight against Nikki Cross.
Wait, what is she doing?
Obviously, she felt she didn't do enough damage in the match, and maybe she's also trying to send a message to Nikki's partner, Alexa Bliss.
Oh, come on, you proved your point. That's enough.
I'm getting really tired of our champion's behavior.
On top of all this, you'll attempt to take over Alexa's show as your own, but you'll end up getting what you deserve in this moment.
Welcome to A Moment of Bliss, a show that, for the first time ever, is actually living up to its name. Because tonight, instead of listening to that thirsty, broken down skank with the stupid name and even dumber fingerless gloves, you get to look at and hear from me. I think we can all agree that tossing Alexa and Nikki aside, literally, was one of my greatest accomplishments, and that is a long list. So, you're welcome for that. But tonight isn't just a one-time thing. I want to announce that I will be taking over A Moment of Bliss permanently. Just like I've taken over this whole brand.
Alexa Bliss is back.
And the champion
Thank
has
you.
no idea.
Exactly the reaction I was expecting. And to all the other women of SmackDown, remember what I did to dumb little Alexa Bliss. So, let that be a warning. I broke Alexa so that I didn't have to break any of you.
Alexa Bliss is taking back her show. She's doing more than that. She's sending the SmackDown Women's Champion a strong and clear message that she will not be pushed aside.
You think you can come in here and take my spot? My show? You didn't break me. You just gave me the fuel to come back even stronger. I said I was going to take your title, and I meant it. But until then, get the hell off my set.
Looks like this version of A Moment of Bliss has been canceled after only one episode. Alexa is back and has her sights set on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
And based on what we just saw, there's a good chance she'll get it.
If you decide to compete in the Royal Rumble match, then you'll meet Asuka backstage, who will ask you to take out Beth Phoenix. She doesn't want to face her at WrestleMania. Asuka is the number 30 entrant in the Rumble, and will give you her spot if you accept this.
The catch.
No catch. Just a favor.
Go on.
I don't need 30. I already am the SmackDown Women's Champion. But Beth Phoenix is in the Rumble. And I do not want to face the Glamazon at WrestleMania. So take her out for me. Before...
So, attack Beth Phoenix, and I can be the last Rumble entrant?
Yes. And then maybe you face me at WrestleMania. Not that you'd have a chance. めちゃくちゃにドッキつき回してキックしてそばしてバックフェイスしてジャーマン投げたるぞ Basically, win.
As we are heels who want it easy, we do of course accept this. So we'll backstage attack Beth before the Rumble, which causes her to miss her entry. We'll then be seen making our entry as the 30th and final entrant to the Royal Rumble. But you didn't do a great job of taking out Beth Phoenix, as she will appear and attack you before you enter the ring.
It's the most valuable position in the Rumble, but will she be able to take advantage of this to secure a spot at WrestleMania?
Beth Phoenix is here. And Beth's getting revenge for the attack that we thought was going to keep her out of the Royal Rumble. It looks like Beth is entering the Royal Rumble match.
And Beth eliminates Sonya.
And out goes Alexa Bliss. The Glamazon is going head-to-head with Trish Stratus. Who thought we'd ever see this?
Trish attempting Stratusfaction.
Beth Phoenix reverses and eliminates Trish.
Is this over? Did Beth Phoenix just win?
It looks like there's one more superstar standing between Beth and a championship match at WrestleMania. Now it's just Beth and the woman she trained who then betrayed her. One of these two will go to WrestleMania.
So you'll eliminate Beth from the match and win the Rumble, and this is what you get for trusting Asuka.
The lone superstar in the WWE Universe, who now has a guaranteed women's championship match at WrestleMania. No matter how you feel about her, she earned this victory and the opportunity that lies ahead for her.
It's the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka.
Looks like the WrestleMania match is made. The Rumble winner has chosen Asuka and the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Asuka hits her with the miss. Where did she even come from?
Asuka won't part with her championship easily, and if tonight is any indication, all bets are off as we're now officially on the road to WrestleMania. Not the way you want to get started on that road, Cole. No, not at all, but there's a long way to go.
Moving over to the male My Rise path, and whilst in NXT there'll be a story with Hector as he tells you his secret that he doesn't want anybody else to know about. You can decide to keep it secret, or you can just let the whole world know and be the true heel.
You have to promise not to tell anyone else about it. Deal?
Yeah, I promise.
So my father has been in touch with me lately.
I thought you were on speaking terms.
We weren't, but since I made it to NXT, he's been contacting me all the time.
So why is that a bad thing?
Because I haven't been honest with you or anyone else about my background or who my dad is. The truth is, I do come from a famous Mexican wrestling family. My father is El Mago Sr.
Wait, I'm confused. What about that wrestler El Mago Jr.? Is he your brother? And why hide all this in the first place?
Let me explain. When I first decided to get into wrestling, I wanted to carry on my father's name and become El Mago Jr. But my dad didn't think I had what it took to make it and decided to sell the name to the guy who's now El Mago Jr. It really hurt that he put his faith in some stranger instead of his own son. Ever since then, I've been determined to make it on my own without my father's help or namesake.
Wow. Well, I guess that explains why you wanted nothing to do with his retirement show a while back.
Exactly. And I was fine just doing my own thing, but now that I've had some success and made it to NXT, my father suddenly wants me to be El Mago Jr.
Interesting timing.
Yeah. And worse, he's even convinced NXT management it's a good idea. This is the last thing I ever wanted. My father should have no part of my success when he never once believed in me before this.
I get why all that's bothering you, but I'm sure everything will work itself out.
I hope you're right.
And don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
So after this, we'll have an interview where we reveal the big secret to the world. And Hector will not be happy about this.
Want to get off your chest.
First of all, what I'm about to reveal isn't going to change my life. It's going to change the life of Hector Flores. For the better. Full disclosure, this is a secret Hector made me promise to keep. But I'm doing this to help him. I can't let him continue to hide from the truth because it's bringing him down. And that truth is he is the son of Mexican lucha libre legend El Mago. But why was this a secret to begin with? It wasn't because Hector chose to create his own identity as some kind of noble, self-reliant act. No, he was forced to because his own father was ashamed of him and didn't want his real son following in his footsteps. He was so certain Hector would never make it that he sold off his lineage, the El Mago Jr. name, to the highest bidder on the indie scene. So I'm not doing this to hurt Hector Flores. That damage has already been done by his father. I'm doing this to liberate him from his past. He no longer has to hide from the truth and silently let it tear him apart. You're free now, Hector. You're welcome.
After that interview, Hector will attack our character backstage to get some revenge. Although you can technically call this the better path, as this path leads to Hector reuniting with his dad, which doesn't happen in the other path. And lastly, on the SmackDown brand, there will be a short feud with Elias. With you not being a big fan of his songs, Elias will be seen in the ring ready to sing his new song you think will be about your character. So you end up attacking Elias.
Hello, I am Elias, and I am the man who...
Where did he come from? I don't know, but thank you.
These two had an issue on social media about this song. That must be what this is all about.
You want to write stupid songs about me, huh? This is what happens. No one's ever gonna hear it now. I'm shutting you up for good. We're never going to sing again.
But we don't stop there. No, we'll use his guitar to crush his throat, causing him to lose his singing voice for a while. Truly an evil act, and a pointless one too, as he reveals that the song was not about your character anyway. So that was 5 other terrible things we did as a heel in WWE 2K22. If you missed the first part, then here it is right now on the screen. Thanks for watching everyone, see you in the next video.